Let's see. Let's see where it all started. Because the world will seemingly have you thinking, there's only one way to live. There's only one way to be. There's only one religion to believe in. There's only one way you can go up a stairs. There's only one way you can eat cereal, which is with a spoon. There's only one way you can purchase something through money. There's only one way you can pray with your hands on your knees at your side. And it just seems like the world is to say, hey, it's only one way to do every and anything that there is to do and say and to accomplish in the world. They basically say it's only one way to do that. And if you try another way, you're just going to fail. And because it's impossible. There's only one way. There's only ever one way. And that's the way it is. And that's just it. Well, we can say that, have y'all heard the saying where, when we were all children, your mama say you could do anything you want to do, baby. You can be anything you want to be, baby. You can be anybody you want to be, baby. And here go the Christians. You can do anything through Christ who strengthens you. You can be anything through Christ who strengthens you. Oh, yeah? So your dream was to be a writer, but then you happen to have children. You had a dream, and you constantly talk about Jesus every day and still go to church every Sunday. So how come you didn't do what you truly wanted to do through Christ, who gave you strength, right? A lot of these parents had dreams and goals and aspirations when they were growing up, and then life happened to them. And all that stuff became a fleeting dream. But these same people still go to church every Sunday and pray to Christ. Yes, they do. But I thought you could do everything through Christ, who strengthens you. You shouldn't, well, yeah, I had kids, so this is why I couldn't do it. I had children. My mama got sick. But you can do anything through Christ. So that means it don't matter if your mama's sick, your daddy's sick, you sick. You should still be able to do what you wanted to do the whole time. Even still to this day, it's not too late. You can, because through Christ, right? Who strengthens you. This so-called Son of God, this magical deity who raised the dead, healed the blind, fed 1,000 people with 2 loaves of bread, right? This being, this so-called powerful being who did all that should effortlessly be able to manifest your dream for you like that. You want to be a professional writer and a best-selling author? Nigga, I raised the dead. Nigga, here. Best-selling author. Matter of fact, I'ma magically write 10 books for you, and you ain't even gotta write them. These 10 books gonna sell. You gonna make 10 million each from each of these books easily. I'ma write the books for you. I'ma magically write the books for you. Sit them up there. All you gotta do is publish. Matter of fact, I'm make it to where a publisher call you. I'ma magically make the best publisher in the world of publishers. I'ma make them call you. And they already gonna know about your book too. Don't ask how nothing's gonna be done or how it's happened. Through Christ, I'm strengthening you. I'ma get it done. We were all children once. We were all babies. Babies don't know what nothing is. Babies don't know nothing. A newborn baby don't even know who they mama and daddy is. They don't know what a fork is, a spoon is. They don't know what a lie is, a truth is. They don't know what a sky is. They don't know what a color is. They don't know what a program is. They don't know what evil is. They don't know what good and bad is. They don't know what nasty stuff is. They don't know what a fallacy is. Newborn babies don't know shit at all about nothing, about nobody, about nothing. So, who told you that only thing you can eat cereal with is a spoon? Who told you that the sky was blue? Who told you that that the so-called blue color that you see on crayons, who told you that that was even blue? What if that's not even a blue color? What if you would just program your whole life to say that's blue? And then you'll be like, bro, you reaching now, you crazy. But just think about it. Because who told you that color? Who told you that blue was blue? Who told you that? You were once a newborn baby, didn't know shit. And even the person who told you that was once a newborn baby. So they didn't even know what the fuck a blue was either to even tell you that this is blue. Who told them that? This all stems back from a source. You got all these branches of lies and programmings and all these leaves of bullshit and this way to be and that's the way to be and that's the way to be. But everything stemmed from a seed, a tiny seed who sprouted all this shit. So let's get to that. Let's get to the seed. Let's get to that. Let's get to that. Okay, so what the seed said. Oh, the seed said that wasn't blue. I was just programmed to believe that was blue. Cause just think about it. Who told you that poop was poop? And you ain't even gotta see poop. You can just smell it and be like, somebody pooped on themselves? Somebody farted? How do you, bro? You gotta think about it. You don't even have to see certain things, and you can just know what it is. Just smell it. How? Who told you that was poop? That's how poop smell. Who told you that? I done seen people drink something like that tastes like piss. How do you even know what piss tastes like? How do you know what piss tastes like? How do you even know what piss smell like? What if that's truly not even piss? What if that's just some kind of juice or apple juice? I mean, piss and apple juice look alike. What if that's truly apple juice and apple juice is truly piss and we drinking piss thinking it's apple juice? And apple juice is good, right? But what if we been programmed to think that it is good? What if we didn't got it into our minds and then it got into our bodies because the mind is all. So certain synapses can fire off in your brain every time you hear something. This is why people who went through traumatic experience, maybe they've been beat before. Maybe they've been, and then they can years later they heal from it, right? But say they smell a certain smell again, and that'll fire off some synapses in their brain and trigger that traumatic experience. They don't even like that smell no more, cause they smelled that same thing when they were beat 5 years ago. So they don't ever want to smell that shit again. And when they do, it's gonna trigger something in their brain. All is the mind. Right? So now they don't even like that smell because they've been programmed not to like that smell. Something happened to them. They don't even like that smell no more. Okay? So let's say boom. You were once a child, right? You were once a child. Okay. Who told you that a bag was a bag? Who told you that a remote was really even a remote? Who told you that a piece of candy was even a piece of candy? Because you got to think about, how do they make this candy? Now they make this now let's go back to the back scratcher. Who told you a remote was a back scratcher first? Who told you a back scratcher or remote was even a thing to even change a channel with? Who told you a fork was even something to eat with? Cause I know people who would take a fork and scratch their back with it. I've done that before. I've taken a remote before and scratched my back with it. I've taken things that are so-called supposed to be used for something else, right? This is what this is meant to do. A remote is meant to change the channel. A fork is meant to eat. So why do some people like low-key, I scratched my back with it before. You've had people who use the wall post to scratch their back like this, like. But I thought this wall was only meant to just hold up a house. But you telling me you can use it for another purpose? Exactly. Who told you that these things were things? This all stemmed from a source. This all stemmed from one source of somebody who programmed an entire race of people in the program has carried on to those generations after their generation, after their generation, because it's like a robot, right? It's like a robot. And there's the creator of the robot. Let's just say it's a scientist. The scientist created this robot, right? Boom. All right. And then the scientist programmed this robot with all kind of shit. Would it want the robot to believe? Would it want the robot to say? How I want the robot to speak? Would it want all kind of shit? He's gonna program the robot to do it, right? Now this robot. Now after he make that robot, right? He create a whole fleet of robots. Let's say 30 of them. And he tell the robot, I'm gonna leave for 20 weeks. And while I'm gone, ET-47, I want you to program all the rest of these robots. I'm gonna put a function in you. I'm gonna put a programming function in you to where you can teach all these robots the same shit I taught you. Give them everything I told you. This is what I want you to program them to be. Give it all to them. And that's just like how it happened to everybody on the planet. That one person has been given that programming. Because we don't really know what who truly had. It's like a game of telephone. Now the leader of the telephone, before the game begins, there's one person who starts off with the telephone. And he gives the message to everybody around the table. Now, who is the very first person who got the very first message, though? Who? Because we know how the game of telephone go. As soon as you get back to the person who even made the call, he can be like, hell no, that's not what I said. Nigga, you was the first person who got the message. How you mess it up? I ain't mess it up. Maybe he did. The second person who got the message. I ain't mess it up. Maybe it was nigga, somebody messed it up. Somebody messed it up. Somebody got the wrong programming. Somebody been told the wrong thing. Somebody got the wrong idea about something, how this is supposed to be and how that's supposed to be and what's possible and what's not possible and how this is supposed to be. Somebody got mixed. Hey, one of y'all got the wrong message. Tell you that now. So it's like, who told you that blue was blue? And it's like we are all wholeheartedly like, no, nigga, you reach, nigga, this does obviously blue. But who told you that? Think about it like this. We was all once babies before. Every baby in the world who's ever been born, a baby knows nothing. Everybody on this planet would agree. A baby is a baby. It don't know shit. All it know how is the cry, shit, and spit. That's it. It don't know shit about shit, right? Okay, well, let's just say that child was raised up and was never programmed anything. Let's just say that child learned everything all on its own. That child never was told what a color was, what a blue was, what a fork was, what a spoon was. That child was never told anything about nothing about shit. It just learned everything purely on its own, right? What would you say if that child came across a blue color? Would you think that child would truly say, "Oh, this is blue"? Would he even say this is a color? He wouldn't even say he wouldn't even know the word blue to even say that this is blue. So you see, how would people truly see the world and deem what's possible and what's this color and what's that truly and how this is truly supposed to be and what's that supposed to be? How would y'all truly see that if nobody told y'all nothing? It's like before I came to your house, what would you still be doing if I didn't even come to your house? Right? It's like that. How would you truly see a crayon or a color or a spoon or the sky? How would you truly read a book or even know what a book is? How would you even truly deem what's possible if nobody told you shit? Right? It's like we have been put in a box. It's like we've been put in a box like this. And the creators of that box have given us a certain amount of stuff to believe, a certain amount of laws and restrictions and limitations, and this how this supposed to be, and this what this is, and woo, 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 wah, wah, woo, wah, wah, wah. And that's just the box you live in now for the rest of your life. That's the box you live in for the rest of your life. But what if you never had a box put around you in the first place? Right, nigga, you'll be around here like Jesus Christ, nigga. Fuck you talking about. be around here like a god, nigga. You probably jump off a building just because you don't even know what the fuck a building is. You don't even know what the fuck death is. Nobody even told you shit about that. You don't even know what the fuck heights is. You wouldn't even be, you think about it. People didn't truly even was programmed to know what death was and what a gun was and what heights was and what a bullet was and what's a 3-story building was. Bruh, it'd probably be so many people jumping off a building. Now because they suicidal off the fact that they was never even told about what the fuck a height even was, a 3-story building even was. They don't even know, they didn't even was taught math, so they don't even, nobody ever programmed them on math. So they don't even know what the fuck a 3-story, damn nigga, it's just, they just walking around like just no programming at all. No limitations at all, no box at all. They just truly walk around free, just like a child is. See how free a child be? A child to do, if you ain't watching them, they got a child to do any fucking thing. Because it has no limitations. It don't know what this is yet. It ain't been told that this is this and this that. And no, you can't do that. And that's what that's supposed to be. And this is how this is. And woo woo wop. And this possible. And that. That's why a child act like that. Because it don't have that box around them yet. It don't have those limitations. It don't know shit about shit. It's free. Just like a deity, just like a god. It's free. It just can fly. No limitations, no restrictions. It can do what the fuck it wants, when it wants, how it wants. But then you raised up to not do how you want, to not say what you want, to not be how you want, to not act like you want. And then you get that program to your child and the generation after him, and he give it to his generation after him. And so you see how all the world got fucked up and how generation people got fucked up off of just a programming from one singular being. I'm gonna give it to y'all today. Oh yeah. Oh, this is how it is. Man, for real. So it's like, y'all know deep down what I'm saying is right too, right? A lot of people know the truth, but they just be like, yeah, but I get that this truly is the way of life now. That I have been lied to my whole life about many things, about religion, about who I am, about math, about all the knowledge in the schools and whatnot, about what this is and what that is and this is possible, and all the religious shit about who God. I just been lied about too, about everything in my fucking life. Everything I thought I knew about anything was all a lie. It was all a program. So you literally are a robot. You literally were programmed with all kind of ideals and philosophies and ways of life and what this is and what that is and what's possible. And none of that shit was your own. You are literally the embodiment and programming of someone else. You don't even fucking know who you are. We'll say, okay, this is a government name. Your real name is a government name, right? You either have a nickname or a government name, right? Nickname or government name. Real name, and then name people just call you. Pop, pop, smoke, smoke, lil ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the real name. What will people say your real name is? They would say a government name. Okay, so notice they didn't say my name. They said government name. So this is a name that is the government's name that was given to you by the slave master, right? So we would say, okay, so y'all be like, okay, well, all right. The government name ain't really my name either then. Okay, cool. And little Spank Spank ain't it either, right? Right? Then who are you? Who are you then? Right. You can't tell me, right? That's that, and right there with just that being said, that's so profound where that should have woken something in you right there. Damn. Who am I? Know thyself. Be still and know that I am God. You don't know yourself. Because you have been stripped of it. You have been programmed with the ideals, beliefs, philosophies, ways of life that were someone else's, that were given to you and programmed to you over generation, years and years, and it's so deeply ingrained into you to where You will combat somebody if they come in and be telling you all this. And you know what's crazy? You will fire back and be really upset because on a deep, deep, deep level, on a soul level, you might not be conscious of it, but your spirit, if you're a human being, and your soul, if you're a carbon being, it knows that, damn, I truly have been lied to about everything. I mean, I truly am a programmed robot. I might look like a human. I got flesh and whatnot, organs and whatnot, but I'm a fucking robot. A fucking robot. They'll wholeheartedly fight you against the beliefs of someone else. People kill each other over money that has a white man's face over it. That's like if my brother got, let's not even say my brother. Let's say a random person on the street, and I'm walking up to him and he got some money in his hand. And then another dude walk up and snatch his money. And I wholeheartedly go fight the dude that snatched his money. I fight another dude over some stuff that's not even my shit. What does that make me? I'm not even talking about just to help the dude or whatnot. I'm talking about just off the strength of, bro, this not even your shit. I went at the dude wholeheartedly like it was my shit. See what I'm saying? And that's how y'all fight for the system, for the oppressors, for the people who have enslaved y'all and oppressed y'all. Y'all will wholeheartedly back them and fight for them. That's called post-traumatic slave syndrome, where the slave, when they first released the so-called slave, because we wasn't all slaves. We wasn't all slaves. Only the ones that got captured and beaten became slaves. But the majority of the bulk of us, we were warring against them and fighting against them. In the Haitian Revolution, World War I, II, the Civil War, the Gullah Wars, the Haitian Revolution, the Cold Wars, all those wars in history, they painted them as white people versus white people. But why do you think they call them the United States? Because every state that you see on the so-called map, Alaska, Arizona, United States, Colombia, all these states and countries that you see on the map are all in cahoots, all banded together, all united. You think this one state can rule a whole body of land like this planet Earth? No. You need a conglomerate of other governments and other powers to help you maintain that. You know what I'm saying? So, how you feel? All right. All right. Yeah, I'll go get it. So you have this. I low-key lost my track of thought, y'all. I was in some good shit though, wasn't I? I was into some good shit. Yeah, so you have this group of a body of people that's why they call them the United States. They're all inclusive, they're all in one. So you have this body of people who all are banded together to rule over a planet, so to speak, to rule over the planet, right? Okay. I really did lose my train of thought. I'll be back.